Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another exciting episode of Harambedome. I'm Jordan,
And I'm Sean,
and
and
this
this
is
is
Harambe
Harambe
Dome.
Dome.
Oh man, that was
off,
way
but-
worse than I expected
Jesus
it to be.
Christ.
Well, what you just heard was two of our special guests. We got two winning Wallies this week. Yes, we got Post Tuck, aka the Breezy Cover Girl,
Welcome, Tuck.
And-
Welcome.
and
Thank
Nuke,
you.
if you buck, Mr. James Wardle. If you're wondering about my audio, I'm in the car on the way to a hotel because my constituents have sabotaged me. But it is what it is.
Because he picked
No.
up a lady of the night.
Hold on, don't lie, Jordan. You had a lady over, and then you showed her a picture of the jaw pre-surgery, and dude, it was just a fucking waterfall down there, and it flooded your apartment. That's exactly what happened.
I can neither confirm nor deny. I mean, that did play part of it. That's why my bed turned into a water bed. But, I mean, literally walking through my room when I got home last night, I get home from the airport at 11. Open my door. I'm like, yo, something fucking reeks in here. Like, I took my trash out. I turned the garbage disposal on. Nothing fucking got ground up in the garbage disposal. I'm like, what is that smell? And then I turned the lights on in my living room, and I just saw a huge puddle of water in there. I'm like, where the fuck is that coming from?
Jesus.
Walk into my bedroom, and it's like walking through a puddle. There's like actually splashing as I'm taking steps on my carpet.
That is so gross.
Oh, it was terrible. My hot water tank fucking exploded on me.
Jeez.
Was it just
And I
like
don't
the
know how
cold
many-
weather up there?
What's that?
Was it just like the cold weather up there?
I don't know. They don't know either. They just said, I mean, from what my dad said, he said that happens sometimes. The water tank will just bust. But I don't know how long it's been leaking because I've been gone for 10 days. I sure fucking hope it's not a full 10 days of leakage because then they're going to have to gut my entire place. From what the water guy said, it's only been maybe like 4 days. But needless to say, I can't stay in there right now because there's fans. It smells like shit. It's fucking still wet. And so I'm on the way to a hotel.
And they're paying for
What?
it, right?
I mean, probably not, but they're going to pay my water bill. And hopefully I'll get a month of free rent, but we'll see. I'll have to go back into the office and raise my voice again. It's like, this is ridiculous. You can't do this to me.
And even through all that, you're here.
For
You're
now.
here.
I mean, it may
See-
my appearance may be cut short, but that's what we do.
This is real
Any
main
of the boys.
host material right here. This is what a
Any
main
of the
host
boys
is made
would
of.
be here.
Listen,
Oh.
it's been co-host since we've joined forces here, the two of us,
Don't-
for 2 years now.
It's.
Don't.
I mean,
do
I
that.
do like the title of main host, but I'm someone that acknowledges my co-host, and that's just something I do. So it is a co-hosting thing, but we all know.
You don't trivialize them by calling them pathetic and their comments pathetic.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
Hey, listen.
No, I would never, I value the input of my other half.
You respect other humans, is what it is.
I wouldn't go that far, but
Oh, okay. Okay, got it.
But anyways, without further ado, boys, the power rankings dropped in the old group me. What are we thinking?
I don't think I'm high
thanking?
enough.
You don't think you're high enough?
What were you?
Aren't you one?
I don't think I'm high enough.
He's one. Yes, he's one.
He needed to be in the negatives. I probably would agree with that.
I'm top one and I'm not one.
So we have 3 people tied for second.
And can you explain how that happened? Because I'm confused. They all got the same like decimal point.
Yeah, it's like all the way down. I did the math twice, all the way down to the same decimal point. So
You did the math twice,
Wow.
but you also put Jordan in the wrong place. So
And
can we
then-
trust that?
no, and then
Yeah.
I didn't put him. I made his record was wrong, but I
That's just how bad you want to be like me.
yeah,
You
right.
want the
I
same
want-
record as me so bad.
But no, it was just, and then when I used my normal tiebreaker method again, because we have 4 people, it was like even across the board. Like Brennan was higher than you in 2 of them. You were higher than him in 2 of them, and same with Ted and Brennan, and you and Ted. So I just went tied for second across the board.
Wait, how does that make sense?
What do you mean?
No.
Like-
Like, explain all your math to me.
What math do you want explained?
Like the whole thing. Just go.
I thought
like,
I've done
detail
this before.
people really
Like, real
a
quick,
long
switch
amount of time.
Switch to your camera, break out a whiteboard, draw it up for us.
I need to see the mathematics behind this. We got a math degree on.
No,
We can't count.
It's true.
listen, it's just I take all the rankings. Normally it's 3, but this time it's 4. I take everybody's. I add them up. So let's just use an example. Wardle, I think you were 3, 1, 1, and 1 this week.
Yeah, who had me at
so,
3?
the same person who had me at 9.
Who had you at 9?
No, Wardle had me at 9, but no, I'm talking about me. Like, because he put me at 9, I put him at 3.
So we're not the same person.
No.
No, let's talk about
Unless-
this for a long time.
Hold on,
Let's
unless
derail this pod a little more.
and I add everybody up, and then I divide it by the number of people I added up. There you go.
Okay. But does anyone have any issues with it beyond Wardle being too low?
I don't. I think everything's fair.
I think Sean's
Yeah.
too
Can
high.
Bob be above Loesch?
I'm in my
No, but I
rankings.
think
He
Lowe's
was.
could be above Sean.
I mean, I know Spot lost the toilet bowl in embarrassing fashion, and without Joey Burr, his fucking Jamar Chase pick is pretty sad. Joe Mixon, I mean, I just stacked the box against Cincy because who's throwing it? I don't know. Maybe Va does deserve to be at the bottom.
Yeah, well, he's starting Stafford this week, so he's actually a little bit higher because of that for me.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't change the fact that his number one RB and number one receiver. Which, how do y'all feel at the beginning of the year? I don't know if I mentioned it, but looking at his team, having the number one RB and the number one wide receiver on his team be both of that for the same squad in the NFL, I've never been a fan of that.
I don't hate it if the team's doing really well. Like, I wouldn't hate Pacheco or Kelsey, but I guess I wouldn't really have Pacheco as my RB1.
Yeah.
I never
I just-
liked Mixon as the RB1, unless like
No.
that was the only option.
I agree with that.
Mixing
yeah.
aside, though, I don't even know another good RB and wide
So,
receiver duo on the same
Brees
squad.
and Wilson.
but- yeah,
Brees
Brees
and
or
Wilson.
like Josh Jacobs and Devontae Adams.
Ayuk and
Uh,
CMC would be pretty solid for the most part this year.
I just always worry, like, on a week that the Raiders are bad, your team's losing.
Yeah.
Like, on a week that the
True.
Bengals are bad, Bob's losing most of the time.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think depending on how the rest
mindset,
of your team is structured too, I think that could be
Yeah.
the case. But
Isn't
Yeah.
that usually the case, even like just in general, like for a quarterback though?
What's that?
Like, I mean, if your team, once your team loses a quarterback, like I feel like it's really hard to recover from that.
Oh,
Like, that's
yeah,
been like
yeah.
my
You
whole
lose your
fucking
starters.
problem. Not even lose, just like have a real shitty week. Like if, like, I mean, Goff, whatever, he's had like 8-point weeks,
True.
and it's been an absolute butt nuster or what? Oops.
Whereas if you would have put
Hold on.
up 30 points or even over 20, you could have at least competed, had a chance.
Yeah, I just feel like some spots I feel like in fantasy are heavily weighed to help out your team, and if they're not doing good, like they're hard to dig out of it.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. Quarterback more so than most other positions. And that's
Yeah,
probably 'cause
quarterback's
you
a
only
big one.
have one.
Yeah, and also you
Yeah.
just expect your quarterback to always, at the very least, get 20 points a week.
You would hope.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think the
Well,
rankings.
any other?
I think they're fair. I had I know I had Va above Loesch, so maybe that's the only one I have beef with. Loesch is pretty banged up. His squad is like, and then Mahomes is just he's just been average this year. So
He's got no one to throw to except for